Karen and the HOA had reached a level of audacity that defied imagination. After years of escalating harassment, flooded lakes, sabotage docks, Carolina Reaper humiliations, snake defenses, immobilized junkyard vehicles, river manipulations, willow tree confrontations, biker gang interventions, explosive raids, thwarted lock tampering, ladder spying, hotel flooding, pit-trapped patrol trucks, powerless power lines, surprise crocodiles, immobilized tow trucks, $20 million fines, concrete hedge walls, glued locks, lake fines, sliding SUVs, swapped EV chargers, pontoon fines, sheriff confrontations, wetland sabotage, dock debacles, sewage flooding, mall construction, bull barn defenses, lembo repossession, forest domination, gate defenses, and the boat aimed at HOA house incident. They had now escalated to attacking my shooting range. The shooting range was more than just a recreational facility. It was a meticulously designed compound with reinforced structures, legal boundaries, and integrated surveillance. It was also the location of long-term permits, ensuring both recreational and defensive use. Karen, fueled by hubris, convinced the HOA to bulldoze it while I was away, thinking that physical destruction could intimidate me or assert some form of control. I had been monitoring the property remotely through drones and sensor networks. The moment bulldozers appeared at the edge of the range, I activated the automated alert system. Sensors and cameras captured every vehicle, worker, and movement, recording the audacious trespass in real time. Grandpa and I quickly reviewed the live feeds. Ranger, patrolling the perimeter, barked sharply, alerting all wildlife and potential intruders to the presence of authority on the property. The audacity of the HOA was staggering. They were literally attempting to demolish structures on land they had no right to touch. While Karen and her cohorts began tearing down fences and moving heavy machinery, I began implementing the countermeasures. First, I engaged the legal phase. Because of my ownership of the property and prior documentation of HOA overreach, I filed an emergency injunction, instantly making their activity not only illegal but exposing them to extensive financial penalties. Simultaneously, the real estate division I controlled was activated to assess the HOA as a financial entity. Next, I initiated the tactical phase. Using prearranged leverage, I acquired complete legal ownership of the HOA itself through outstanding liens, contractual loopholes, and strategic acquisitions. Within hours, the organization that had repeatedly harassed me and trespassed on my property was mine. Karen and the board suddenly discovered that the entity they had long used as a weapon against me was now under my direct control. Their audacity had unwittingly handed me the ultimate leverage. With ownership secured, I implemented immediate organizational restructuring. Every member responsible for prior harassment, property damage, or attempts at intimidation, including Karen, was terminated. Automated legal notices were sent to the former HOA leadership, outlining the cessation of all privileges, memberships, and authority. Any continued interference would constitute trespass not only on my property but also against the very organization they had once commanded. The bulldozers at the shooting range were halted, confiscated, or redirected. Work crews, previously under the impression they were executing lawful orders, found themselves being escorted off-site and presented with documentation, making them aware of the illegality of their actions. Drones recorded the retreat of equipment, the stunned expressions of the HOA members, and the complete reversal of authority. By late afternoon, the shooting range was intact, the bulldozers removed, and the property fully secure. Ranger patrolled the perimeter, ensuring no further unauthorized access. The range, like every other part of my property, now stood as a testament to preparation, legal authority, and strategic foresight. Karen and the HOA had learned, yet again, that audacity on my property leads not to triumph, but to humiliation, legal consequence, and complete loss of control. Reflecting on the incident, it was evident that ownership and preparation extend far beyond simple property rights. They include control of systems, financial leverage, and strategic foresight. Karen's and the HOA's audacity had been neutralized through a combination of legal, tactical, and operational dominance, leaving them powerless, humiliated, and financially accountable. On my property, trespasses met with overwhelming and unforgettable consequences, and every attempt at intimidation or destruction is answered with decisive, comprehensive, and legally airtight action. By evening, calm returned. Ranger patrolled silently, drones hovered above, and the shooting range remained pristine and operational. Karen and the HOA had once again learned the unalterable lesson. Attempts to challenge authority, seize property, or intimidate are met with consequences that are immediate, strategic, and total. On my land, audacity is punished, entitlement is extinguished, and control is absolute.